Good morning. Alright, so today's FOMC date. Tomorrow we have VIX expiration. Friday we complete the rollover. We have still volatility in the low 20s, 23 right now. And yesterday we filled the gap, and like I had mentioned, we were watching to see if we see sellers and we reject value from this session on Wednesday. We saw selling, and then we got inside that 3-day balance, but we couldn't get inside the previous session's balance, right? So value. We bounced right at value area high, and then we just couldn't get any lower, right? Overnight we saw lots of buying. It was non-stop buying. We got above the high, and then held through most of the overnight session. And then this morning there was some news from the Middle East, and then there was PPI. Was it PPI? Yeah, PPI. And then we dumped. We gave up all the last 2 days of this up move. We just gave it all back, and we traded through the low from 2 days ago, 2 sessions ago, from Monday, and now we're just holding here. So we had this poor structure above, right? We had the gap. We had these three highs back to back, and so we cleaned that up. And below we still have some poor structure. We have this session that was never tested. We had one tiny set of single prints that we just cleaned up. We have this untested point of control. We have this low that's pretty weak. We have an overnight session that never got tested, that low that never got tested. So it looks like market's trying to retest this area. So for me, holding below 67.31, which is value area high from Friday, triggers that value area sweep rule, and then the target should be the low of the week. We do have a little bit of support here in the 66.90, but the target should be that low. That's what should happen if sellers actually are able to accomplish that. Now up here, if we fail to hold below 31, the magnets are here, 67.55 and 67.75. These two high volume nodes that should, if we hold this area, we should bring the 20-day point of control down here, accepting lower value. But in this area, it's likely going to be choppy. Look at all the volume in comparison to this area, right? So this area should bring more chop, and it is probably going to be a lot of back and forth. And in the case that we get back above 67.80, then we might see some either squeeze or some grinding higher into that 68.25 area. But we still have today FOMC, and we have a rollover still at play. We have still headlines from the Middle East, so we could still have a big range. Overnight range was 82 points so far, and I'm seeing right now I'm seeing a 53 expected moves, so 53 for the rest of the day. So we still have some big moves for today. And Q had that when it moved higher during the overnight session, it got to that 20-day point of control that I mentioned yesterday. But the move down still hasn't taken this low, and we still have a set of single prints here. So maybe watching for this to be cleaned up today. Gold and silver are dumping. I thought yesterday it looked like it was turning, but this morning we're getting more sellers, and I think it's related to the fact that crude oil is not giving back any of these moves, and it's heading higher. So look how high this crude is moving this morning. So that's also going to have an impact on equities, and as long as crude keeps moving higher, equities are likely to keep going lower. So also keep an eye on that crude chart. Okay, I think that's about it for today.